Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for March Comes in Like a Lion, chapter 167. We're finally back after like 3 months without a new chapter. And I don't think it's the translator's fault. I think we've just kind of not had a chapter for 3 months. But anyway, when we last left our heroes, we checked in on Rei sometime after his match with Tanaka. And he and Tanaka got drinks, and he heard a story about his dad's time playing shogi. The most important thing is we see Rei is kind of tracked back into this kind of without a shogi I am nothing that I thought he had kind of broken out of a long time ago. But anyway, then he gets Mocha with the girls and Sensei, and had kind of a happy ending. But let's jump right on into chapter 167, which does not seem to have a title. But our picture here is of Rei walking with Mr. Smith and Tanaka, while the guy while Azusa is off in the background. My master has been taken from me, as Rei kind of laughs with them. They walk together on this path. And so we open with a lot of background shots in that schoolyard, where it's covered in the gold leaves off the ginkgo trees. And now only the gray of the school building remains in all of its muted glory. Whenever we enter December, it always feels to me like we're really heading towards the end of the year, and winter starts to come out in full force. And while around the city, trees are sparkling, and happy melodies are ringing through the streets, we hear people singing like jingle bells in the background. In here, there's a tense feeling in the air that won't warm up even with the heater on full blast. And that's because, and we see Rei with a couple other guys eating lunch, but the other guys are kind of sitting there with their heads down. I can't quite tell what's going on there. That's because, and the two guys turn up to him. It must be nice not having any exams to study for, Kiriyama-senpai. Besides me, pretty much every student is preparing for exams. I didn't know, who is Kiriyama talking to here? Because I thought he didn't, after all the science seniors graduated, he didn't have a lot of friends at school. But maybe I'm forgetting, because again, it's been 3 months since the last chapter. Anyway, these two guys are kind of freaking out. And even if we make it past the college entrance exams, we'll still have the employment exams. I don't even know what I want to do. And time is just zooming by like this. And Kiriyama's starting to sweat. Hey, help us out here, won't you, senpai? How'd you figure out what you wanted to do? If we just take these exams not knowing how, and then go through 4 years of college and we still can't figure it out, what do we do? Not even that. It's like around the middle of third year when you start job hunting, right? I don't think I can figure it out that fast. So then, what's the studying I'm doing now even going towards? And they're all just kind of ranting at Kiriyama. And Kiriyama's frozen. He can't think of anything to say in response. And as someone who's graduating college in 5 months now, that kind of hits home right there. Anyway, Sensei walks in with what looks like tea, I think, and he kind of laughs to himself. Is that right? You could have just said, sure, but on the other hand, I've been working since middle school. Oh, so this is sometime later, and he's talking with Hayashida Sensei about this conversation. Also, you could tell them about that time when you were struggling so much that you were sitting on the school stairs reading a magazine about changing careers and crying. And Kiriyama, blushing, turns away. Please just forget that happened. Actually, yeah, you're eating lunch in school with classmates, like students normally do, aren't you, Kiriyama? Oh, it's not supposed to be a surprise. Alright, so this is a new thing that we have not been privy to before now. That Kiriyama is at least able to, have lunch with his friends. Or with classmates, at the very least. Yeah, I don't think I understood it at the time, but the reason I forced myself to go to high school again was for all these things I'd lost. Even if it was just once, I think I just wanted to see what it was like. It's I'm filled with deep emotions, and we see, an image of him eating lunch with these guys. Me too. You started out working hard on life way sooner than most people, so enjoy what's to come. Oh no, sorry, I read that in the wrong order. Me too. Filled with emotion. That's right. You started out working hard on life way sooner than most people, so enjoy what's to come. Speaking of, Christmas is coming up soon, huh? Hey, you bought a present for Hina-chan yet? And then, I guess that Rei says something. We don't hear it. Huh? You were so worried about what to give her that now you don't know what you're gonna do? Ah, jeez. Ask! Just ask her, that's all you gotta do. Sheesh, are you boasting about your love life? And Ray's kind of like, I see. Even now, like every other year, whenever I see a Christmas tree on a street corner for the first time, I still feel a sharp pain in my chest. But I also feel that even here, he's like at this mall with Hina. Ray-chan! Or he's just found Hina, I think. But I also feel that even here, sorry, there must be some part of it that won't easily disappear. And that it's a lot more crowded than I expected. At least some small meaning to be found here. So I decided I'll carry it for a little longer, until a day comes when I won't remember it anymore, without ever trying to forget it. Well, yeah, Ray-chan, it is Christmas after all. And then sometime later, I guess Ray has just bought her some kind of box. Are you sure you're okay with this? Yeah, I found a really good one. Both me and Big Sis love stuff that's packed to the brim with cute colors and sweets and stuff. And it's 1,000 pieces. Oh, it's a puzzle. Okay. And it's 1,000 pieces. One's this big are pretty expensive, so I can't get them too often. This should last all of January, and I'm sure Big Sis is going to enjoy too. And it's a puzzle like a bunch of like cute animals in like this candy-colored place thing. Every Christmas in our family, we give each other things that everyone can have fun with at the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. That way we can all play together for all of winter break. Ooh, 1,000 pieces. It's really going to be tough. But we've got you here this year, Kiriyama-kun, so I'm sure we'll be okay. We've only ever done time trials for the 300 and 500 piece ones. I see. Wait, what do you mean by time trials? Like timing ourselves. Huh? Like challenging ourselves by doing a puzzle, then taking it apart and doing it again a bunch of times. You gradually memorize sections of the scene and improve your time. The sections come into view, and then we write down the names of everyone that participated, with the date and time on the inside of the box. Seeing this list of names grow is half the fun. Okay, next is Momo's. I've already decided what to do. We'll make it from Big Sis, Ray-chan, and me. How about we go to Candy? They've got lots of super cute stickers. We can buy lots of them for her. As she said that and started walking with a bounce in her step, the melody of Jingle Bells seemed to naturally follow her. The sound of ringing bells would soon reach the top of the smokestack of Sangatsu Town's bathhouse. To be continued. That was a little random final sentence. So I think this is a pretty easy chapter to divide into. But it's kind of confusing how it ties in with last time. Because the vibe I got from last chapter is that Ray's, if we go back to 166, which I can pull up real fast, like the first page of 166, he has this, he's like, as he's falling into despair, as he loses this random match, if I don't win, if I don't get better, if I don't demonstrate my shogi ability, then I have nothing left. If I don't win, I'm just useless. Is like the opening line of last chapter. Which doesn't really track with the Ray we see this time. So I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. Though I guess maybe it's like, character development is not simple, it's not linear. So while he's at school, he can see that like there's more to life than just shogi. But when he's in the game, that shogi blinders come in, and that's all he can focus on. That's basically the only way I can explain it. And I think that does make a lot of sense. People are in different mindsets at different times. People aren't consistent, That's not how human beings work. So yeah, there's that. And then we have this kind of cute fluff with Hina that doesn't really go anywhere, or just kind of, oh, look how cute Ray and Hina are. I'm still not big on shipping Ray Hina. It's never really clicked for me. They've always felt more like siblings than like relationships. But it's a cute Christmas-themed kind of chapter that might have been nice a month ago, but it's not a month ago, it's now, so we're dealing with it now. And then beyond that, there's, this weird final line about the smokestack of Sangatsu Town's bathhouse that I don't quite get. Because the bathhouse has never really been a thing in March. So yeah, this was mostly a pretty good chapter. The first half was definitely better than the second half, as it adds more layers to Ray's character. Second half was fluff. It was nice fluff, but it was still fluff. So that's all I have to say for this chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!